Yes,
Okay.
I know.
That's very good because
I am the only one.
yes, sorry, wait. There should be somebody else coming in. Well, never mind. Better for you. I mean, you have private lessons. We're going to wait for a couple of minutes, and then if nobody else comes, we can start. Is that right?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Ignacio, we're going to start anyway. Let's see. I don't know if you have seen the recordings of previous classes.
Not the last one. And like 2 weeks without seeing the classes.
Okay.
I am very lost.
Yeah, I imagine. I imagine that. Yeah. And why did you decide to come to classes today?
And actually, I tried to come in.
Sorry, let me. What?
I tried to come in since the last week,
Yeah.
but it doesn't start classes last week.
No, last week there was a recess week.
Ah,
I
and
mean, there
the
was a recess
last
week for all the faculties, as I understand. And the previous week, the last week of October, was a recess week for the English program.
Okay.
So
I
actually
understand.
there were, this week, we started with classes. Didn't you have any recess week at your faculty?
Yes, the previously to the last,
Sorry?
previously to the last, como la antepasada.
Okay, the last week of October?
Yes.
I thought it was last week because I don't know, I teach at Faculty of Agriculture, and they didn't have classes. And they said it was, it was a recess week for all the universities. So that's why I didn't. Okay, apparently there's a mess with that. Yeah. Hello, Luis.
Hello, Miss. Good morning. How are you doing?
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Good. Fine, thanks. Well, let's see. As you can remember, Luis, and now I'm telling you, Ignacio, last week we started with Unit 5 that has to do with financial matters. That's the name of the unit. That is about, well, finance, money. So the students that came last Monday watched a video, remember, Luis?
Yes, Miss.
Yes.
I can.
Do you remember what the video was about?
It was about the value, the how people are with money, things, what you do in the bank, and that was all.
Okay. Yeah, the first video was about, they interviewed some people talking about what they are like with money. I mean, if they are good at saving, I mean, what they spend their money on. Hello, Bautista. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me. Well, and then in the last part of our class, we started with some questions. I mean, to check some vocabulary related to money. I think, I'm not sure, but I think that this topic should be very important in your career, I suppose, or not. Am I wrong?
Yes,
Miss.
it's
Yeah.
It's
important.
very important.
So okay, we're going to deal then with this topic very deeply, okay? Well, as far as I can remember, we talked about the activities, I mean, the usual activities, actions that you can do in a bank. Do you remember what they were? What things can you do at the bank?
Hello, Miss.
Hello.
You can, we've talked that we can deposit money.
Okay, you can deposit money, right?
We
You
can
can, sorry,
borrow money.
you can, when you deposit money at the bank, there are two ways in which you can do it. What are those two ways? I mean, you can take the money or you can take a document.
A check.
A check, right? You can deposit a check, and when it is not a document, how do you call when you take the money itself? I mean,
A borrow?
no. I mean, when you go to the bank, you have an account and you want to deposit some money there. One possibility is to deposit a check, a document. Yeah.
Yes.
The other possibility is
To carry the cash.
okay, cash. That's the other possibility. Cash or a document. Well, good. Yeah. So you can deposit cash, you can deposit money, actually. What else can you do at the bank?
Borrow money.
Okay, you can borrow money. Yeah. And how do you call the money that you receive from a bank?
A loan.
A loan, very good. This you borrow a loan. Yeah. Good.
Miss, what is borrow?
That is exactly what we asked last class. Can
Sorry.
anyone explain what borrow means? Luis or Bautista, can you?
In Spanish?
I would ask you, I mean, I would appreciate
Sí.
if you did it in
When you
Spanish.
need money, you borrow cash to the bank.
I mean, the bank never lends you cash.
Como préstamo.
Borrow is when you ask for something. You ask for not only money, in this case is money, but you can borrow anything. You can borrow a book. Yeah, okay, you ask for something. In this case is money. If you want to buy a car or you want to buy an apartment, you don't have money, you go to the bank and you borrow money from the bank. Yes?
Yes.
But borrow implies that you have to take it back, the money.
Exactly. I mean,
Or anything that you borrow.
exactly.
Yes.
You're supposed to return that money. Yeah. In this case, yeah, you have to return it. Okay. Well, so you can borrow money, you can deposit money at the bank. What else can you do at the bank?
Talk with the employees.
Sorry?
No, I'm kidding.
Ah.
I said talk to the employees.
If you have a check with you, that is not yours. What do you do? I mean, and you need the money, you need the cash. So what do you do with the check?
We said it before.
Yes,
Yeah,
I am reviewing the vocabulary.
we cashed the check.
Okay, you cash a check. That means to go to the bank and to receive cash instead of the check. Good. Well, those are the basic things you can do at the bank, okay? Let's see, going on with the topic. When we talk about different countries and the money that is used in different countries, for example, in Chile, we use peso. In, I don't know, in Peru, we use soles. How do you call, what's the word to call those different names of, I mean, given to money in different countries? What's the name in general? Do you understand?
Coin?
Coin is the object, the metal, a piece of metal that has some value. That is a coin. Coin. But I am asking about it's an abstract word. Yeah. For example, if I want to know the name of money in the United States, I don't say what's the name of your money. I say, does anybody know?
Dollar.
No, dollar would be the answer.
What?
But the question
What is the exchange?
No, currency.
Currency. Oh, that's
Currency. If I ask, what's the currency in your country? Well, in Chile is peso, in the States is dollar, in Peru is soles, in Brazil is reals. Okay? So, what is the currency in Great Britain? Do you know?
In Spanish, libras.
Sorry,
But
Luis?
I don't know.
Sorry, Luis, I couldn't hear you.
In Spanish is libras esterlinas,
Yes.
but in English, I don't know.
Okay, does anybody know how to say libra?
pounds.
Yeah, we have seen that we're in different documents and listening exercises. Do you remember?
Pounds.
Very good, pound. Well, actually, the full name, the complete name is sterling, as Luis said, libra esterlina, sterling pound. But people, I mean, normally you say pound, okay? And there is another word that is the colloquial word used by the British to refer to pound. Does anybody know that? Equivalent to lucca in Chile. No, quid. How much was that? 3 quids, 5 quids, 5 pounds. 1 quid is 1 pound. It's colloquial, okay? Let's see, what's the currency of Italy? Do you know?
The euro.
Exactly, the euro.
Question.
Yes.
Before England left the European Union, the currency was euro too?
No,
No.
no, it was because I understand that Britain had, I mean, was part of the European community, but not totally. I mean, in terms of currency, they never left pound. They always used pound. That
You
was
can
one of
choose
their
what,
problems, actually. Sorry?
can you choose if you adopt the euro as your new currency?
I don't know if you can choose. I don't think so. But in the case of Britain, I think they were in a special situation in the European community. That's why they decided to quit the European community. Part of that was a different economic situation there.
Okay.
Yes, okay. Let's see, when you watch the news, do you watch the news, don't you? Do you watch the
Sometimes.
news? Sometimes, or do you read? Because in your career, you must be very updated or not in terms of economy, politics, I suppose, or not?
Kinda.
Kind of. Okay, well, what is when you see these words, for example, these words, Dow Jones, Wall Street, what is that?
It's
How do you-
about the actions.
About what?
Actions?
Actions?
I don't know, sorry. I confused the word.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Luis. In Spanish, they are acciones, but in English, actions is just something different, not in commercial terms. Does anybody know how to say that in English?
Investment.
No, it's not investment. I mean, it's the place where stocks and shares are exchanged. So the name is stock exchange, la bolsa de comercio. Do you know what
Yes.
bolsa de comercio is, right? What is
Yes.
bolsa de comercio?
The place in where you invest in the stock, or you have this, actions. I don't know how to the word exactly.
Stocks
Stocks.
and shares. Those are the things, las acciones de la bolsa. Actions is any action, anything you do to, I don't know, to write is an action, to run is an action, that is an action in general. But in commercial terms, we talk about stocks and shares. Actually, the name is a stock exchange because there you sell and buy stocks and shares of different companies, don't you? Voy a preguntar algo en español, no sé si la pregunta procede, pero ustedes tienen que estudiar esto en la carrera, que yo no sé mucho de su carrera. ¿Tienen algún ramo de economía?
Sí, pero al menos en segundo no.
¿Qué ramos tienen?
Estadísticas,
Estadística, ¿qué más?
como microeconomía y después macro.
Microeconomía y macroeconomía, pero esto es, ¿cómo se
Pero
dice?
esto lo
Esto es piece of cake.
lo
O sea,
cachamos, sí.
es como el
Creo que en inglés es
presidente.
muy complicado hablar.
¿Perdón?
Solo que al menos para mí en inglés es más complicado hablarlo, pero sí, cacho igual un poquito.
Sí, porque yo me imagino que en la carrera ustedes deben estar súper al día de lo que está pasando en economía, en política, sobre todo, bueno, política y economía son de la misma, dos caras de la misma moneda, pero por la carrera de usted o no, o estoy muy perdida yo.
Miss, es
Sí,
que está como
lo
más.
que vemos más es como presupuesto y esas cosas.
¿Cómo
Exacto, lo que
así?
dice como el compañero ve la carrera más al presupuesto como de la carrera, del Estado en general. Por ejemplo, la producción de proyectos, cuánto puede costar y cosas así. Por ejemplo, llevar a cabo, no sé, un proyecto de construcción de algún hospital que pueda favorecer a la población
¿Ya?
y ese tipo de economía ve, no tanto como de acciones o lo que pasa como en el mundo en general.
¿Ya? Pero, a ver, no sé, pregunto desde la
Yo diría
más...
que ambas son necesarias porque al final lo que pasa en el mundo nos afecta, pero sí es verdad que también como que si eres un funcionario público que hace como la misma tarea todos los días, quizás no te interesa tanto la política internacional. O sea, no
Ya,
es como un requisito, sí, creo yo.
ya. Ok,
O sea, como que debes saber qué pasa en cada momento, lo que dijo Joe Biden, no sé dónde y así, para poder ser
pero
funcionario.
hay una cosa que yo entiendo, o sea, yo lo estoy diciendo de la más bendita ignorancia, pero yo me imagino que como la globalización es un proceso que es evidente, es imposible que yo haga un presupuesto para hacer un hospital, decidir si hago el hospital en Chiloé, en Arica, a dónde lo hago, cómo lo hago, con cuánto voy a, con qué plata voy a hacer eso, cuánto me va a costar. Es imposible que yo haga eso sin evaluar la situación mundial. Por ejemplo, en este momento si yo no tomo en cuenta la pandemia, ni las bolsas, ni las acciones que caen y suben de ciertas cosas, no puedo, creo yo, que hacer un presupuesto no es, no lo puedo dejar fuera, ¿o no? Está todo vinculado, o estoy muy perdida.
No,
Eh,
no lo
no,
está. Sí, de hecho, en un ramo vimos eso como, o sea, yo no sé si los demás, de los stakeholders,
A eso
que
me
hay que tener
refiero.
en,
Ya.
eso, hay que tener en cuenta como todo, no solamente lo que pasa en la organización, sino el exterior
Sí,
y
pues
otras organizaciones
ninguna
importantes.
organización es una isla. Pues. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for your information. Okay. So here we have stock exchange as the name of these institutions. Let's see, how do you call or what's the name of the automatic machine that you have in supermarkets in the street where you can get cash from? Do you remember? We said this. How do you call them? Do you remember?
ATM.
Okay, one possibility is ATM. Do you remember what these initials stand for? I mean, what do they mean? What is ATM?
Automatic,
Yeah.
and I felt
Teller, automatic teller
machine.
machine. Automatic teller machine. That's ATM. Okay, this is one possible name for that. Any other possible name? I think I said this last class. Cash point.
Yes.
Cash point. There is another one that is cash dispenser. Right. Okay, those are the most usual ones. Okay, what is the word you use to refer to a person that has lots of money?
Rich.
Okay, one possibility is rich. Another one?
Powerful, maybe.
But powerful implies power in general, not necessarily many. But when I want to refer to money, somebody with lots of money.
millionaire, millionaire,
Okay, could be millionaire. Yeah. Yes. Another one? Wealthy is another word. Wealthy. Another word, I don't think it's exactly a synonym, but because it's a little bit less, is well off. Well off is not the synonym of millionaire, but it's people that have a very good economical situation. He's a well-off person, con buena situación económica, but not necessarily millionaire, okay? Okay. What's the name of the money that you borrowed to buy a house, an apartment? It's a loan. We said it's a loan, yeah, but there is a particular name for that kind of loan. Do you know?
No.
Sorry. Mortgage. Yes, mortgage. Yes. Okay, what different ways of paying for something do you know? Yes, do you understand it? How many?
Miss, can you repeat again, please?
How many different ways of paying for something do you know? When you go shopping, wow.
With a
Different
debt,
kinds of
with
paying. Sorry?
credit
What?
credit card,
Okay, one possibility is credit card,
debit card,
debit card,
A check bank.
check. Okay, but check can be written in two different ways. Can be written like the American way or the British way. It can be written, the first one is American, the second one is written the same as you do in Spanish, but pronunciation is the same, check. Okay. Any other different way of paying for something?
Cash.
Cash. It's not very, during the pandemic, it was not very used, but yes, cash. Any other way?
with slavery. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about legal things.
Credit transfer.
Okay, a bank transfer, yeah.
A trade is legal or not?
Trade,
Trade.
but trade is not a way of paying for something.
Oh, okay, true.
It's the action, the activity of selling and buying.
Yes.
Let's see. There is one that is, we haven't mentioned, that is Vale Vista. Does anybody know what Vale Vista is?
Something similar to the check,
Yeah,
but I don't know more.
yeah. Does anybody know what Vale Vista is? It's a document anyway, similar to a check, but it's not exactly the same. I mean, it's a document that you buy at a bank. If you have to pay for something, you buy a document, and that document is, I mean, you don't have to have an account. In a check, if you want to pay with a check, you must have a saving account. But in the case of a standing order, sorry, of a Vale Vista, you don't need to have a bank account. You buy the document from the bank, and then you can pay for that, you can deposit it. And the name in English is a standing order. Okay? For example, if you buy, I don't know, or if you are going to cash a check, not a check, you want to get some money, to withdraw some money from the bank, and it's a lot of money. It's not advisable to have it cash because you can be robbed. But in the case of a standing order, nobody nobody but the person that it appears there can cash that document. Do you understand it? It's safer. You cannot be robbed. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Let's see. When we talk about money, can you tell me four verbs actually that you can, things you can do with money?
Buy,
I mean, sorry, no, the question is not correct. I think is for things you can do with money and that you can do only with money.
buy things,
Yeah, but yeah, okay. Yeah, what else?
What was the question?
Tell me four things you can do with money. For example, I will give you one example. You can lose money.
You can win money.
Win,
Earn.
earn, yeah. Well, you can win money in a competition, in the lottery, but it's not usual. I mean, earn is what you get from as a result of work. Okay. You can earn money, you can lose money. What else can you do with money?
to invest money,
Okay, you can invest. What else?
You can share money.
Yeah. Not very usual, but yes. Okay.
What? I do it regularly, every day.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
donate money,
Sorry?
donate,
Yeah. Donate, give away. Yeah. But talking about things that people usually do with money, how do you go when you have money and then you buy unnecessary things and you buy things and you don't care and then at the end you don't have anything? What did you do with money in that case?
Waste.
Okay, you can waste money.
I think waste is the more usual, probably.
Yes. Now, with money, you normally, money is spent. You spend money necessarily in everyday life. If you spend it carelessly, then you waste it. Yeah. If you spend it carefully, what can happen with your money? What can you do with your money? If you are very responsible, very careful, you don't waste it, what happens at the end of the month?
Ahorrar.
Yeah, how do you say that in English?
I don't know.
Save.
you say,
You can save money. Yeah. Okay, so you can spend, you can lose, you can waste, you can save. Okay. You can, let's see, what else did you say? You can invest, you can share. Donate was the other word that Luis said. You can donate money. Yes. You can, well, obviously you can pay. How did you call the crime that people do when they take some money and they use a photocopy or a scanner and they try to make it look real, but it is not? How do you call that? Do you understand what I mean?
Money wash?
No, that's another thing. But no, when you have I don't know, a kind of good printer, good scanner, and you try to make
Fake money.
Yeah, but how do you call that crime? Because it's a crime. You go to prison for that.
It's called
Sorry, what?
I mean, you increase the inflation.
No. I'm talking about this. Forge. Falsificar. Forge money. Yeah. Now, what you said about, for example, things that people dealing with drug dealers, traffickers, they usually do that. They have money that is illegal and they need to try to make it legal. So they buy a shop or something to, you know how to say that? Launder money. You don't wash it because wash it is with water and you cannot wash, but you launder. Es como el limpiar en seco, okay? To launder. So it's money laundering, lavado de dinero. Money laundering. Yeah. Okay. Now talking about, here we have a lot of vocabulary. You're supposed to put this vocabulary in a context late at the end of the semester with the final test, okay? Let's see, what are the names of the money you receive as a result of your work? Do you understand it?
Salary?
Okay, one is salary. Salary, I mean, how often do you receive a salary?
When you have a contract?
Okay, but how often? I mean, how frequently are you supposed to receive a salary?
I mean, usually once a month.
Okay, once a month. So it's monthly payment. Okay.
Or twice, in some case.
Sorry, or twice?
Yes?
Yes.
Like quincena?
I'm sorry? Yeah, but I don't, are people that are paid every 2 weeks? I don't know. Well, anyway.
Yes.
Okay. Well, but salary is something paid monthly, once a month. I'm talking about what you said. When you receive money, you are paid actually, but not monthly, but maybe weekly or every 2 weeks. How do you call that? Do you know? No?
No.
Wage or wages in plural. Yeah, that is weekly or twice, every 2 weeks. Let's see. There is another kind of payment. For example, when you do some services. I don't know, maybe a lawyer, maybe an advisor, maybe there are different professions. Normally they are professions. And you hire the services of a professional and there is, normally they are paid per hour or per service. How do you call that? For example, if I go to see a lawyer, sorry?
Honorary?
No, fees. For example, if I go to see a lawyer and I want to know, I want to hire his or her services. Okay, what are your fees? Yeah, in Spanish es honorario, yes. Even though honorario is, in Spanish, is in Chile at least, I think it's a bit different. When you work honorario, you don't have a contract. And I don't know, that is, in English you say fees. What are your fees? it's like business. I mean, yes? Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Let's see. When you borrow money, either from the bank, from a friend, from anything, what are you supposed to do after some time with that money? In the case of a bank, you cannot forget that because if not, you are in trouble. What must you do with money?
You need to have a guarantee.
No. But after, okay, you receive the money to buy a car, to buy a house. Okay. And then what are you supposed to do monthly?
You have to pay.
Okay, you have to pay back. You have to pay back the money, or you have to, I said this before, return the money. Pay back is the formal word, yeah? Because it's, I mean, return, you can return the book, you can return anything. Pay back is money, okay? Let's see, when you go shopping to a place that, I mean, not a shopping center, but for example, in a street market or something, and you want to get a lower price. You understand? What do you do to get a lower price than it is mentioned? Do you understand?
Como negociar.
Yeah. Some people are very good at doing this. Some others are very bad.
Bargain?
Sorry?
Bargain?
Okay, bargaining is one. Yeah, bargaining. Haggle is another one. To haggle, right? Say, okay, can you, I mean, okay, to try to reduce the price. Do you like haggling? Do you do it?
Sometimes.
Yes. And where do you do that, Luis?
For example, I live in the country, and when I need a product like fruit, vegetables, or animals, I try to do this.
You try to haggle.
Yes.
And does it work?
Sometimes it depends about the product.
Which products are the easiest to haggle?
Vegetables or fruits.
Okay. When you say you buy animals, what animals do you buy?
Especially, how can I say aves de corral in English?
Poultry.
Poultry.
Poultry. Chickens, hens. Yeah, roosters, I don't know. Okay. Okay. So that is it more difficult to haggle prices there in the case of poultry?
It depends the person, because everyone have a different price to their poultry.
Yeah. Yeah, but you are you good at haggling?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Congratulations. It depends. Be careful with it. Depends on the person. Okay. Right. What's the name for the government department that deals with money? Do you understand it? What is the name of the ministry then that deals with money?
Hacienda? I don't know how it's saying in
In
English.
English?
Ministry of Economy?
No, in English is, well, economy, yes, but the one is treasury in English. Yeah, Ministerio de Hacienda. And probably if you watch the news sometimes, you will see that they write this. I don't know if they do it now, but not so long ago, when they translate journalists, when on TV, when they translate El Secretario del Tesoro, that is an awful translation. El Ministro de Hacienda. All the ministers, I mean, what we call ministers in the States are called secretary. Yeah, Secretary of Treasury es Ministerio de Hacienda. Sorry, Ministro de Hacienda. Treasury, Ministerio de Hacienda. Secretary of Treasury, Ministro de Hacienda. Do you understand it?
Can you repeat again, please?
Treasury means Ministerio de Hacienda. Secretary of Treasury, Ministro de Hacienda. Yeah? Any questions about this vocabulary?
No, for the moment.
No? Okay. Okay, let me go. I will ask you to go to your cursos. Material docente. Please download something called Vocabulary Money. Okay. Okay. Wait. You open the second one. There are two. Wait. The one that is at the bottom is the first one. Here, I will ask you to do some homework. Yes, because you need to. Okay. I will ask you to do exercises 1 and 2 for homework for next Monday, okay? In this part, the first exercise 1, you have to complete the expressions. All of these are expressions that are used in relation to money or to economy, if you want. So the idea is to complete them using the words given at the top. Yes, these ones. I will ask you to complete them and then see if it's possible to find a translation in Spanish, not a translation, an equivalent in Spanish. Do you understand it? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And then in exercise 2, look at the following sentences about money. They are all quotes from famous people, citas. Can you match the two halves? Here you have from A to G, the first part, and from 1 to 7, the second part. So try to match them, okay? That would be for next Monday. And now I will ask you to go to the second page. That was the first one in the file. Here we are going to review comparatives. Yeah. Let's see. Do you remember how to make comparatives in English?
No, Miss.
No? Anybody?
With like or not?
With what?
Like?
Yeah, but this is like something like that. This is like interesting. But if you want to compare, I don't know, Santiago and, I don't know, Quilpué, I don't know. You can say Santiago, what can you say? If you compare those two cities, Santiago and Quilpué, what can you say?
It's bigger
Yeah. Santiago is bigger than
than
Quilpué.
Quilpué.
Right. So here we have that this is big, it's a short word. So in that case, you put ER and the word than. Santiago is bigger than Quilpué. But if I use a longer word, I can say Santiago is, for example, the word expensive. Is more expensive than Quilpué. I don't know, but I'm inventing, okay? So when the word is long, that means that has more than two syllables. From two syllables on, you use the word more before, and the same word than. So short and long adjectives. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So going down here, you have 5 sentences. All of them imply comparisons. For example, the American dollar is worth more than the euro. So how can you complete the sentence below in that way that it has the same meaning as the previous sentence? Do you understand it?
Yes.
What can you say?
The
The euro what?
is less expensive than the American dollar.
It's more. Sorry, you're right. You're totally right. Yes. I need more coffee. Yes. The euro is less. Well, this is a possibility. The euro is less expensive than the dollar. Yeah, the American dollar. Okay. Another possibility for the same sentence.
The euro is equal
No, it's
or
not
no?
equal. No, it's not equal. The price is lower. Well, there you have one. The euro is, you can say, cheaper than dollar. The euro is cheaper than dollar. Yes, do you understand it?
What does it
Yes.
mean cheaper?
Sorry?
What does it mean the word cheaper?
Más barato. Cheap, barato. Expensive, caro. Okay? So important words, Luis. Okay, let's go to the second one. Okay, brand name jeans cost far more than no-name jeans. What's a brand name jeans? Can you give me an example of that?
Jean made it from a brand.
Okay, can you give me an example of brand name jeans?
The most well-known will be Levi's.
Levi's. Okay, Levi's is a brand name jeans. Okay, and no name jeans. I don't know, El Águila jeans in my time.
Patronato. I don't know.
Shanghai jeans, something like that. Okay, okay, okay. So now, so brand name jeans cost far more than no name jeans. So no name jeans don't cost nearly as. How can you complete that sentence?
No-name jeans don't cost nearly as much as brand name jeans.
Very good, Bautista, very good. As, oh, sorry. As much as, yes, very good. Very good. As much as brand name jeans, okay? Let's see the last one, the other two will be homework. Life in a small town costs less than life in a capital city. How can you complete that?
It's more expensive.
Life in
The
a
capital
capital
city
is more
is more
expensive.
expensive
Okay.
than life in small town.
Okay, that is one. Another possibility is life in a capital city cost more. It's another,
Cost
it's the
more.
same. It's another way of saying that. Cost more. I'm sorry, I'm writing in the other one. Okay. Here. Costs more or is more expensive than. Okay? Do you understand it? So I will ask you to complete number 4 and number 5 for next Monday also. Is that right? Any questions about it? Hello?
No, miss, it's clearly.
Is it clear? Okay. Okay, so for next Monday, you have 2 pieces of homework, right? Exercise 1, 2, and the last 2 of this, of exercise 3. Now I have just published post 5 for this week, okay? Remember that the deadline is to publish it is Saturday midday, 12 at midday. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, guys. Hope to see you next Monday. And have a nice week. Okay? Bye-bye.
Miss,
Yes.
I have one question about the video. Where is the time to I don't know, entregarlo? Time to
El
send you?
plazo, the deadline is, wait a minute, I can't remember it by heart. But there you have it in tareas, no? Wait. Tareas. Hasta el 19 de noviembre. Sí, porque no puedo hacer prueba esta semana, ¿no? Hasta el viernes de la semana próxima. Midnight. Yes?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Okie dokie. See you then next Monday. Bye-bye.
Goodbye,
Bye.
miss.
Bye-bye.
Bye, miss.
Bye.